Welcome everyone to the SERL Hot Wheels Cup Series Season 2 Race 10 at Myrtle Beach Speedway, a 0.538 mile D-shaped short track that I think the track that is most related to this track is Richmond International Raceway. And this track used to host NASCAR Xfinity races from 1988 to 2000, and there have been many famous names that got their starts at this track, like from like the Pettys to the Earnhardts. And I think that this could be like the race where we finally have our uh, championship contender breakout, because so far it feels like that this season in this series it's just been like even when they got like even when it looked like they were going to have their breakout, they it sort of got sucked right back in, and has been a pretty close race. The top five are only separated by 11 points, and those top five drivers are Cody Hagan, Bubba Buchanan, Isaac Nichols, Nick Smith, and Andrew Gorman. So because it's that close between so many drivers, I really cannot pick like who's going to be in this by the time we get to Armory Digital Super Speedway. I really can't. But I think that this is the week where I think that will all change today. And if it doesn't, I will be shocked. And this track, I think, will also host a pretty interesting race. Like, I think especially on the start, because they restart double file. Not restart. They start double file. I think that we will definitely see a lot 2 and 3 wide, and I think that'll be your best opportunity to make passes. After that, passes are probably not going to be super easy to make. And that's pretty much all I really have to say. So now, without further ado, let's get these cars rolling off. As my game seems to be having some frame rate issues, some serious ones here, so starting line, so I don't have too much time to go over where everyone starts. But our front row, Bubba Buchanan and Andrew Gorman, two of our top five in points. But coming off a turn number 4, and for the first ever race at Myrtle Beach Speedway, we are going to take the green flag right about now. Here we go, green flag at this racetrack. As they go down into turn 1, pretty banked. I'm going to say maybe around like 10 degrees of banking. And as you can see, the wide is already beginning here as Bubba Buchanan has pulled away. And because the racetrack is also a little new, we're going to see a little bit more sliding, but the caution is already out. What is it for? Oh, some wrecks up front. I saw Jacob Reed with some damage. But I can't tell who got involved. It might have just been a simple spin. So in that case, let's take a look and see what happened. Because of the camera angles they have at this racetrack, I did not realize that this happened right inside the top 5. So Andrew Gorman, Eric Almahart, and Pierce Aviano trying to make a 3-wider here, and I think Pierce Aviano slid up the racetrack as well, but I think it was Eric Almahart also came down the racetrack just a little bit here. They go down into the inside wall here, and Jacob Reed just has nowhere to go. Hits the outside wall pretty hard, and drivers like Kevin Saunders and Alan Souza also get some damage. But other than that, that might take Jacob Reed out of the race maybe. And for him, these past several weeks have just been very struggling after being inside the top 5 in points not that long ago. But anyway, now let's take you back to the green flag. We will get back racing here, and as you can see, Jacob Reed with the hood off his car, he's actually going to be the first driver that's well out down. If he can get by Bubba Buchanan and the caution comes out, he will be right back on the lead lap. But anyway, as we show the rest of the field very quickly, the green flag is back out at Myrtle Beach. Bubba Buchanan pulls away, but we have to watch Jacob Reed here because this could be a problem. Okay, those cars go to the inside. And Bubba Buchanan continues to lead here at Myrtle Beach. And now all of a sudden we now have a second place here. Andrew Gorman and Pierce Aviano are both trying to get up to the front here. I think that we could easily see a lot of passing in this race. But anyway, now Bubba Buchanan here, he is actually all of a sudden pulled out to a very huge leader here, as we now all of a sudden as we are still balancing right here. Here's how we now get to the spot. As they can see, we're kind of seeing a little bit of drifting right here, which I wouldn't say is exactly like a norm to this racetrack. I think it's just the way the track designers. I think it's just the way the track designers made this racetrack. And this racetrack is actually, I would say, only as of this being posted, maybe only like a month old. Us are here. Oh my goodness! And behind them right here, Cliffy Cannon into the wall, but I think they all saved it. Yeah, Caution are here, but oh my goodness, that could have been huge. But anyway, now behind them. Oh, I saw O'Neal ball over here in 35, and I think that'll bring out the caution. Oh my goodness, huge caution here. Johnny Mills, Elton Mills, and Cliff Crafton here. Ooh, so that was a huge crusher here. It's a pretty heavy lake, so we are going to have to. We are definitely going to have to get a couple of replays and some more cameras in here because that looked like a huge crash. Let's take a look and see what happened coming off of turn number 2. It kind of looks like that maybe these cars are just getting very tight entering turns 3 and 4 because pretty much like the exact same thing happened again with this time car Sinclair slant up the racetrack into Clippy Cannon right here. And the reason why we're showing this right here is because I have a feeling that it was this that caused the stack up entering turns 1 and 2 because look at right here. Look at everyone here that got stacked up. So everyone here got stacked over here, and that's what continued the chaos. And so what happened right here is that as we go back to our TV1 camera, entering turns 1, 2, Club Crafton, who just had more speed entering this corner here, tried to make it 4 wide, but 4 wide at short tracks is just simply not going to work. And right behind him here, watch Johnny Mills in the 48, and right behind him you're going to see LJ Mills in the 24. They're gonna make contact right here. You can't see it too well, but pretty much like some simultaneously hooking right here, as I cannot talk today, right here. But because of the way the AI is programmed right here, they all try to re-enter the racetrack here. And first O'Neal Balvin hits the wall, then Cliff Crafton hits him, Johnny Mills and LG Mills get collected. I think the 35, the 7, and the 48 will all be out of this race, and the 24 might end up being like the 19 and going a lap down, but still on the racetrack. But now let's go on board some drivers. I have a feeling O'Neal Balvin is not going to be very happy with Cliff Crafton. I have a feeling that this is going to be a theme throughout the rest of the race, which is entering the corner. Some drivers just slide into each other, some drivers just come up, other drivers come down, and regardless of what happens, it's going to lead to hookings that cause huge impacts like Club Crafton did, first into the inside wall and then into O'Neal Balvin, and then getting hit in the back from Johnny Mills. 3 drivers are now out of the race: O'Neal Balvin, Club Crafton, and Johnny Mills. Jacob Reed is still going to be a lap down, and LJ Mills is the last driver on the lead lap. And I think, okay, for some reason I thought, okay, I thought Cliff might have actually pitted. I thought he might have pitted, but I guess he didn't. But here we go. The green flag is back out. Bubba Buchanan has led every single lap so far, but I think Pierce Savi passed hard, and I think he would like to take the lead. And here he goes to the inside. But here comes drivers like Abe Troxell in the 17, who came so close to winning at Texas a couple weeks ago. Pierce Saviano, not this time, but I think that he might have the pro line. Man, he gets into turns 1 2 very well. Oh my goodness, and behind him here, Kevin Saunders and Jacob Reed make some contact. Oh, and I think Abe Troxell and Andrew Gorman also made some contact right here as we now go into the back of the pack. As Jacob Reed, yeah, his car is just way too slow here. Why is the field so separated? Okay, that's a little interesting here. Oh my goodness, Blank Keys in 78. Oh my goodness, something happened to him because he is way off the pace. And actually, Bubba Buchanan is actually going to catch him if we continue to stay green. And now behind them for second place we have not Kevin Saunders, man. I do not remember my drivers. Andrew Gorman in the number 2. and now he's gonna take second away. It looks like he's trying to get back to the front. The way things are now, Bubba Buchanan and Andrew Gorman would definitely gain a lot of points on their closest competitors. You know, Isaac Nichols, Cody Hagan, and Nick Smith. And speaking of Cody Hagan, he is the teammate of Andrew Gorman, but yet he is stuck here back in traffic outside the top 30. Where is Smith? Nick Smith is around the same area of Isaac Nichols. I actually did not realize he was that close. But now, it looks like that we're not going to have a battle. It looks like, maybe. Here we go, Andrew Gorman, Bubba Buchanan. He has clinched points for the most laps led, so he already has that bonus point locked up. But Andrew Gorman here, he's just looking to pounce. In the American Ethanol Series race at Iowa, we were in a pretty similar situation where it looked like that Promo Hedgehog in that race was going to take the win. Because he had led the most laps, but then in the closing stages of the race, he got passed by Lucy Gonzalez. But Andrew Gorman's car, it looks like it has fallen off a little bit. Maybe has that like middle run car. But anyway, this is our longest green flag run we've had of the day, and I have a feeling that at some point in the next few laps, we're gonna catch Blaine Keys in the 78. Just because he does have damage, and he just does not have the best car. But Andrew Gorman here. Maybe the lap car is maybe causing Bubba Buchanan to check out, maybe. Maybe he's not liking that dirty air from Blaine Keys. As we go into Andrew Gorman, he is there, and I think he might have maybe the faster car. But it just seems like he's kind of getting off the corners maybe a little poorly. And now to the inside for second place, we now have a Val over here, but Andrew Gorman, yeah, it looks like Andrew Gorman exceeds entering the corner, but cannot execute it exiting the corner. And now Bubba Buchanan here, I still don't think that Bubba Buchanan is safer here, as Andrew Gorman, he got a good run right there entering the corner. As we, and it looks like the now is mostly single file for the first several positions. It mainly throughout the entire field. And now all of a sudden here, we have now officially caught Blaine Keys, but how will these layers do with him? Bubba Buchanan, he goes to the inside. I think that's the right move, but can he execute the pass? Looks like he will. But here comes Andrew Gorman. I think Andrew Gorman, you gotta think that at some point, maybe Andrew Gorman is just waiting. So the slap car here, it's kind of slowing Andrew Gorman a little bit down here because he cannot get around Blaine Keys as fast as Bubba Buchanan did. And now here comes Abe Troxel once again. This is a pretty interesting three-car battle right here. But now we only just have a few more laps to go. Lap 33 of 38. Can Bubba Buchanan lead every single lap? This driver, regardless of where he finishes, first, second, or something else happens to him, he has definitely been by far very impressive so far this season, which I did not expect from him. But now it looks like that he is now starting to pull away a little more and more every single lap now, these past few laps. And he's starting to run out of time. You know, because if you look at up at the right of your screen, these are only 15-second laps. Who actually has the faster car? That's interesting. Isaac Nichols and Bubba Buchanan. Andrew Gorman was the 18th fastest car that last lap, so that might cost him here. But anyway, now we just have 2 more laps to go. And now we are actually lap cars. We catch them in time. Jacob Reed and Clint Buchanan. Here we go. Andrew Gorman, he's only going to have a few more shots left. Here we go. The white flag is out. Never mind, the white flag is not out. What am I saying? Yeah, Bubba Buchanan here in the 14 Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. He has just been very strong all day, and now he receives the white flag. Heading down into turns 1 and 2 as he tries to get around Jacob Reed. This is Andrew Gorman's last chance, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Coming out to the final corner and onto the front stretch. Bubba Buchanan wins the first ever race at Myrtle Beach Speedway. I know it wasn't that much of a race, but after having to scrap plans at New Jersey Speedway, which once again I really need to organize my schedule just a little bit better. But there's a winner, Bubba Buchanan. He won in one of the most dominating fashions I've ever seen. in an SERL race. Andrew Gorman, it looked like they. I think Andrew Gorman. It's just that like I just think that like clean air really helps you, and I think that was like the difference. Bubba Buchanan had the clean air. Andrew Gorman did not have the clean air. But now here is our finishing results. So after two early cautions, we went green flag the rest of the way. And here is the finishing results. So Bubba Buchanan wins, Andrew Gorman second, and then the rest of your top 10 is Abe Troxell, Cameron Blake, Pierre Saviano, Carter Sinclair, Cameron Garlington, Frankie Reed, Torrin Dieter, and Aiden Saunders. Did someone just wreck? I think something might have happened to Nick Smith and Biff Crafton because that's a little interesting. Uh, so I think, as I said before, Andrew Gorman and Bubba Buchanan, they are definitely going to be the biggest gainers in the points, especially where everyone else finished here, with like Nick Smith finishing there. Where did Isaac Nichols finish? Isaac Nichols finished 33rd, and then Cody Higgins finished 31st. Yeah, so those two are definitely going to separate themselves from the rest of the field. And I think just simply the biggest losers out of the top drivers in points, other than those three, is a driver like Johnny Mills, who looked like that in the past 2 weeks was starting to make some gains and trying to get back on track, but he was just in the wrong place. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But pretty much that is all I have to say. And once again, I do not remember where we are going. It might be a road course weekend, but I'm not exactly sure. So with that being said, I would like to thank everyone for watching this race. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and buy. Congrats to Bubba Buchanan.